taken away by IG. Pretty standard stuff at this point, as LeBlanc actually will be the answer. So Royal, sorry, are going to answer that, take that away from Rookie as Alistar gets banned by IG.
That's a good ban from Invictus Gaming. Taking away the Alistar from Marta, who is absolutely loving that champion. I'm almost going to say in the LPL, revolutionizing Alistar as the must-pick support.
Yeah, it does feel like he started the trend as Graves gets a look there as well for Royal. Will not be available this game for Kid. We'll see if maybe he gets picked on a bit here. But like you mentioned, plenty of strong champions available. That's one of them. Gangplank will be taken away once again by IG. And that's sort of all the obvious stuff taken away. Ryze and Gangplank are usually the biggest ones as far as you should probably ban these.
They're the two definites, yeah. The other ones are like the Lulu, Tom Kench, Poppy, and Trundle, depending on...
Yeah, you get a lot of options.
Yeah, depending on what you want to ban. Invictus Gaming, they would probably go towards the Lulu if it were available, and that raises some questions because they can also flex it.
Well, it is going to be Trundle, actually, that gets banned away from Royal, and there's the Corki straight picked up there for IG. They played it, I believe, 3 games, twice for Rookie and once for Time in their last series where they 2-1 Vici.
They definitely did, and of course only losing the game where they gave it to Time. Rookie going absolutely monstrous in those 2 games. I think it's very much worth first picking at the moment. It's just such a strong champion in this meta, basically.
Yeah, can't really go wrong, but Royal will get some picks as a result here. We'll see what they want to do. Loop has definitely been favoring the Poppy, and it is going to be Poppy Callista. You kind of mentioned this already, Rusty. Can be support, but a lot of LPL top laners seem to prefer it as their champion instead.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a lot more top Poppy compared to that of support. It's more of a, you need reliable disengage from supports at the moment. Poppy's like a stagnant disengage tool. It's like I can push you away, but then I'm in the middle of you. Or I can ult you up, but you're still not actually going away. You're just there.
Yep, and there's Lucian Thresh, actually. So that pretty much secures mid Corki for Invictus Gaming, but not particularly surprising there. As you mentioned, the two of the 3 games for IG on Corki were wins when Rookie was playing it. So I like the bottom lane as well. Nice and solid there from IG. No need to really deviate from the normal.
Nope, no, wouldn't imagine they should deviate whatsoever. Of course, all they've really got missing now is their jungler and top laner Invictus Gaming, and that's always going to be an interesting decision, giving Kid a potential counter pick. But he has overperformed essentially as a jungler thus far, and you would imagine he'll go towards something like that Mundo anyway, so late drafting decisions is a good idea. Yeah,
I mean, Royal could look to take it away if they wanted to, but not sure how much value they get out of the pick trying to deny it here, especially since they would have to move Poppy down to the bottom side. Is going to be Braum picked up, so Looper will once again take the Toppy. And Xiaohu, a lot of different powerful picks he's considering here, likely for his lane. Looks like he will settle on Lulu, just at the last second there.
Yeah, goes for the Lulu. And they actually banned the LeBlanc away, which was such an interesting question to me, because Xiaohu absolutely adores playing that champion mid. And the Corki was potentially a bigger deal than that of Rookie's LeBlanc.
Yeah,
but
it could be.
They actually don't address that. They give them Corki and they pick Lulu in response.
And if memory serves, this was actually the matchup where Rookie was able to solo kill Easy Hoon.
Yes.
In this exact matchup with the Lulu. So certainly has experience there against a very strong player. We'll see how Xiaohu can take the matchup to Rookie, as Invictus Gaming are just rounding out their team comp here. Looks like maybe a tank choice there for the top side is probably Elise or Rek'Sai for Kid. Although we have seen actually neither of those champions from him, I don't think.
We've seen Elise. He lost on Elise. I wouldn't think he's capable of playing Lee Sin.
I would love to see if Kid could play Lee Sin.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, we'll call it interesting. See if he picks it. Might just be a bit of a feint here. There is going to be Shen, though, picked up, and it is Lee Sin for IG.
Wow.
All right.
They lock in the sort of engaged champion. I'm going to say he's aggressive, and it's going to involve a lot of fast-paced early ganking, which just doesn't ring a bell for me when I think of Kid. But he's changed up his style here, and they've got Shen in that top lane role also.
Yeah, so Zatai was playing quite a lot of Shen when tanks were a bit more prevalent in the metagame. It is interesting to see, for whatever reason, in this matchup, that Zatai wants to go back to a tank rather than a carry. I guess with Poppy taken away, he wants to play something just a little more farm-heavy, a little safer, but we'll see if he suffers it all in the matchup, as it does seem like RNG are last picking their jungler here.
Yeah.
So a lot of respect shown to MLXG and his ability.
Definitely is, of course. Even with this hover and potentially any other champion, MLXG will look to be a fighter. and deal with Kid, because if he can kill Kid or invade Kid, then he'll be very happy for it. May be able to put Kid's mechanics to the test.
Yep. Well, Nidalee is the selection there, so MLXG going to fight aggressive jungler with aggressive jungler. You have to think on paper, if it's going to be two aggro junglers, that MLXG is far better suited to that particular matchup, but interesting to see what Kid can get done here.
Yeah, it's true, but I would also almost favor the Lee Sin in the 1v1 matchup. All depends on if the Q connects from either player. But in saying that, there is a chance that Invictus Gaming look to lane swap with the team composition that they have. I would almost wager they do put the lane swap into effect, double jungle, and then just gank mid.
Yep. Keep Rookie up, keep Xiaohu down, and get the Poppy in a situation where she might be a bit uncomfortable. So we'll see exactly how IG want to play it, because their draft looks relatively solid, if a little dated, little last year, but still very solid here. As you can see, once more, Shen, Lee Sin, Corki, Lucian, Thresh for IG, and Poppy, Nidalee, Lulu, Kalista, and Braum for Royal. So kind of expect this in particular from Royal, just super solid drafting for both teams.
Yeah, Royal's draft is very much what you would expect from
very
them. They can be aggressive with those champions. It suits them as a team and their standard champions to boot. So across the board here for RNG, they've got themselves the ideal team composition, even if they haven't got the perfect champions.
Yeah, we'll see how they can get them done on the Rift. We're about to get into game number 1. And here we are for our first game of day 3 of the LPLs. IG going to move out and see if they can take it to Royal. Never give up. Still undefeated are the Royal side. I believe they've lost a couple of games, but certainly no match losses just yet. And IG, they're on the rise, but this will be quite the test for them.
They've only lost one game, RNG, actually, to Vici.
Impressive.
But haven't lost a single series, as you mentioned. So very strong start here to this split from RNG, and consolidating quite nicely as we're looking at a neutral fan. The 5-point effect.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of this in this week's games. Feels like nobody wants to do too much invading anymore, but that could dispel your lane swap theory, unfortunately.
It's funny, we've only ever seen this or people just brawling.
Yeah, or 5-man.
Yeah, and every single time someone's died in those 5 men, so lots of crazy things here from the LPL at the moment.
Instead, Mata just gets a bit aggressive, chucks a ward down onto the red, and it seems like Kid going to do the same. Q lands, he will follow. Thunderlords. Good damage down to the Nidalee, and rude.
Got him.
Very rude.
He was starting Raptors as well. It's something that you need to consider here for MLXG. Unsold on that strategy, but we'll go back over to his blue buff and do a standard start anyway. I'm sure they'll just give him a better leash.
Yep. Should be just fine there. Set up a couple more traps, and Kid is going to walk over to this side of his jungle and start Gromp.
Gromp's on the other side of the wall, Kid.
Yeah. It was like he's going to queue over. Like, no, probably not worth it.
No.
Just go and hang out. Get your passive proccing as MLXG. Takes a bit of hit of damage, but he's just going to do the blue. Actually, no help needed there, it seems like. So, Mata and Wooch going to take the Grump instead.
It's up for debate. He's going to get really low. I think there would have been a lot of value in just helping MLXG through this jungle clear. He'll have to go heal at level 2 now, which means if Kid ever chooses to invade, that jungle pressure will honestly be enough to kill him.
Well, nice bit of pathing early on from IG as a result. MLXG, like you mentioned, only 3 bars of health, but he's going to keep going at least for now. Kid over on the other side, nice and healthy, of course, on Lee Sin. Going to take that blue buff away, and we'll see where he goes after this. Does he keep on his own jungle side, or does he look for the invade? He's already heading towards the top.
Yeah, and we saw from that level 1, the fact that they were just walking into pressure. Even if there wasn't a ward placed by him, that he was going to be aggressive. Of course, he has been spotted. And MLXG does have a spear.
Rookie, of course, pushed up more, so Kid is going to start this, but MLXG...
The spear connects, he's in.
Yes, the spear does land in. Huge damage early on from MLXG. He'll go in for it, looks for the kill. Good flush away there from Kid. He smites the red for a bit of extra help, but MLXG looks to still take him down. He does, it's first blood.
Creative from Kid, but it's not going to be enough as they saw you coming in. And you get taken down. Big mistakes here from Kid. We questioned why he's playing Lee Sin. It's such an aggressive champion. And he basically just gets out-thought in the jungle.
Yeah, MLXG, nice little bit of play there. Again, I did like some of the creativity, but does not work out there. And MLXG, after a bit of early pressure, stays in his jungle and long enough to secure his Raptor camp and a kill as Mata actually aggressively wards that red buff.
He also passed through the area where they knew he'd been, so they were going to naturally place that vision there. Could have walked around topside and looked for that red buff, or at least to catch MLXG out. But lots of interesting questions here. As you said, the pressure will continue now. Wards onto his other red buff.
Yep, level 3 now is Kid, but he will be behind inexperience, and extra gold there to MLXG does give him an early tracker's knife. We've seen what MLXG can get done with farm. He's one of the few junglers that seems to really convert early kills into additional pressure. So we'll see what the very aggressive Nidalee can maybe get done in some of these lanes.
And I like that he didn't finish his red buff. He just recalled with the money, got his tracker's knife, and is now going to get the red buff. So he'll be at full health when he actually looks to gank. And it'll be a very dangerous gank just because of how far ahead he is.
Yep, and continue snowballing some of the XP as well. You can see still 4-3 up against Kid there in the jungle. As we check in with mid lane, looks like Corrupting Potion there for Rookie, keeping him nice and healthy, but you mentioned this already. Corki's early laning is just so strong, even though Lulu's is as well. Have to think this lane will mostly neutralize.
It should be basically a standard lane from these two. Lulu does have a bit of extra early pressure with the shield. Adds extra trading capabilities as MLXG. No surprises here.
Yeah, that ward from Mata and the pink ward actually from RNG on that entrance secure a very safe red steal there. And Kid still hanging out in his left side jungle is actually starting to get stuff literally taken out from under him.
Well, so little did Kid know he could have done his red.
Yeah.
Very safely if he just went straight to it. But the ward from Mata, I think, deterred them enough because they knew he deep warded, and he just assumed that it was getting taken first.
Yep, and now MLXG actually takes the Krugs and then goes over back to his Grumpum Wolves. So
and a 3 buff.
Yeah, really nice start there after Kid. Got a little too aggressive on the red side. Mata, though, in the bottom lane, starting to get aggressive, but again, just trading back and forth here. Pretty intricate stuff here between these champions. Lots of pressure early on, potentially. Looks like Woosh is getting the better of it so far. In fact, he has quite a sizable CS lead.
Yeah, they're doing very well with farm in this bottom lane in just the 2v2, even with Mata disappearing for a period of time. On the flip side, though, top lane's doing all right, considering. He's in a matchup that I didn't know if I would favor for the Shen, just because it's Poppy. And you would imagine you'll favor it less and less as they buy items, but so far, so good.
Yeah, Zatai doing just fine here. Splitting the lane so far, but we have seen some aggressive Shen from him before. We'll see what he can get done as he does get levels and items. MLXG still powering through the jungle on Nidalee. This clear is ridiculously fast. He's actually almost level 6. He is now level 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast level 6 to say the least. Beating every member of Invictus Gaming and only Looper and Xiaohu, I believe.
Yep, just the solos.
A 6 on the flip side, so right on time. I tell you what.
Good old Thunderlords. Rookie actually eating a pretty big amount of damage here on the trade, and Xiaohu just casually walks out from under the Phosphorus Bomb. So Rookie struggling a little bit in the trades, but keeping up in farm. As looks like Time and Kitty's maybe not so happy here, as now they're starting to get pushed under this tower as well. You can see Mata positioning well for some poke. Hits a minion there on that one, but just aggression here from Kalista Braum.
Yeah, just trying to cement that lead that they have right now in this farm. And the fact that if Time ever tries to go for a last hit, he gets pressured by Braum as well as the Kalista.
Ooh,
nice hook, though.
Good hook there, actually. Flays back as well, but damage is down. They are going to go for the all-in. The Ignite is down already. Damage almost there. Heal will go in, but Time flashes forward for the last auto as now Mata going to try and turn things around. Looper has joined in, and another TP from Xiao, who's going to come in as well. Time will be the target. He'll go down, and now they're going to keep moving on. The Wild Growth is there. Pix is down. Kiddies gets locked up as there's the double for the Poppy. Now it's the Tiger going to get locked up by Braum passive. Polymorph does MLXG. Dives in under the tower and takes him out. And Kid looking for revenge after the early start, but he's going to miss the Q. MLXG will keep running forward. He might turn it around. He gets away with it.
Kid being level 5 doesn't have the kick there to secure any type of Sonic Wave. And RNG, they just destroy Invictus Gaming under their own turret, even when the hook from Kiddies is what started it all off.
I mean, we've pretty much started that fight dead, but double TP coming up trumps there. A great movement from RNG to all collapse together. 4-1 up now in kills and 1,500 gold ahead. That's a great start.
Absolutely. We're going to watch this one again. And Kiddies have to say, hit a fantastic hook to begin it all. They take Whoosh down super low, but E and Flash used by Time. Time stays a bit over-aggressive knowing that Zatai's here, but stands next to a wall and gets Braum stunned. Pretty much taken down quite clinically. Xiaohu comes in. Slow party. and the spear connects. Again, the Braum passive is honestly the biggest saving grace for RNG in that fight, and then the Sonic Wave does not connect. MLXG gets out.
Yep, definitely getting the better end of the early jungle trades is MLXG, but Rookie now going to get himself a blue buff as we return back to a bit more normalcy here in this game. Kid now level 6, but would have liked it a little earlier, and MLXG still flying through that jungle. Looks like Runeglaive is going to be the pickup here with that Sheen. No surprises from the Nidalee.
Yeah. Runic Echo's not available just yet, so we're looking at the standard Runeglaive Nidalee jungle.
It's kind of the same item.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Takes away, I think the Runic Echo is actually better, because then you can go for Lich Bane afterwards and just be a beast. Extra cooldown reduction.
Well, Xiaohu with his own blue. He's eating rockets there from Rookie. But we'll be okay. Actually, Rookie with a decent CS lead now. Xiao, who did TP down to that bottom lane, but should equalize back pretty quickly. As expected, it's sort of just a lot of farming here in this bottom side. Whoosh, though, did also go back. Vampiric Scepter Rico vote will be Blade of the Ruin King first. Surprise, surprise. But still keeping that healthy CS lead as the culling is used, but blocked away by Braum.
Good hook, though. Ooh. Invictus Gaming, they're looking to recall, but they put down a whole lot of damage.
Lupa just charges into Zatai in the top lane. That's a huge amount of early damage. You can see the Chain Vest and the Barmy Cinder starting to do work here.
It's not... Again, we said that it'll probably start to favor Looper a little bit more as they get more items between them, because with the same tank items, Poppy just does more damage. Just the way that it works. In saying that, didn't expect it to be this good.
Nope, and MLXG is going to walk near a ward.
Here we go.
Oh, could actually caught the Q misses
God.
again. And Lupus just going in for it. He wants Kid. MLXG is going to come in and join. And he just safeguards away from the spear. Poppy ulti though. Good secure it here as Kid does kick MLXG away into the tower. Aggro is there. Zatai though can't quite finish it off. And Lupa almost considering the redive as Corki is going to move back up here and try and find a kill. But Xiaohu now collapsing.
Oh
Rookie
my
could be in
God.
trouble. Flashes in there. Wild Growth going to get lined up as they keep chaining a CC in. Zatai coming back in, but MLXG runs in for the execute.
Rookie flashed into a spear from MLXG and gave him the pounce distance and execute damage to actually take the Corki down, even through a Shen ultimate. As I'm pretty sure Poppy smashing Rookie into the wall made the Glitter Lance even miss. Almost backfired, but still. Don't give Loop a Poppy. MLXG's putting on a clinic anyway. This is a very easy game so far.
Oh, Kid is now tagged as well. Has to be careful. Time is here to support. So is Kid. And RG will force Royal out of their jungle this particular time, but starting to really snowball these advantages. Now 2,500 gold up for Royal. And just in general, this is the play we've expected from them. Strong laners, aggressive players, solid drafting, but most importantly, excellent early skirmishing and team play.
And it's amazing how it all starts from Kid putting down the aggression in the jungle, giving MLXG one kill. And from that one kill, the rest of the team can consolidate so effectively. Even the bot teleports coming out from Xiaohu and Lupa, without MLXG even being there for the most part, still find themselves up. And just across the board, as you said, their skirmishing is just immaculate.
And it helps when you've got a good aggressive jungler and super solid players across the board here. But a good start once again for Royal. 6-1 up now in this game as Rookie with the package. Playing nice and up in Xiaohu's face. You can see Rookie knows he can start to get aggressive here, but Xiaohu not really afraid.
That's just funny watching a Corki with the package. He knows he wants to do something with it, but of course unable to. Actually misses the last hit for it.
Lays down the equalizer though. But, you know, has a bit of fun at least in the lane. Xiaohu can now safely return. Probably wasn't under much threat anyway with his ulti up, but just wants to stay safe. Kid is back. Lupus say, hi, how are you? Welcome back to the lane. And Zatai's getting sick of this, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to say that about sums it up. Major difference between the top laners in items. So Looper in a complete control state and on Poppy to boot. Zatai's going to have to try his absolute best to affect the rest of the map with roaming, but he's against a double teleport composition and doesn't even have his ultimate available to him yet. So living hell in that top lane essentially for Zatai till further notice.
Yep, but he's keeping up in farm, which is nice, so not having too much trouble. But Looper is literally just doing this every single time. He's just going to wait. And now Zatai's like, yeah, I'm going to walk the long way around.
Yeah.
I'm sick of being slammed into a wall. And there we go. Looper actually is going to give him a bit more space here.
Took a little bit, but Zatai actually smartened up to the fact that Looper's got one strategy. And it's the only thing that's been working for him so far. Dangerous position. Now about to eventuate for Invictus Gaming though, as the double teleports are available to them. Dragon should be an easy take for them.
Well, 13 minutes in. Doesn't seem like the worst objective to try and take. Is MLXG with the Runeglaive now done. And actually a Rod of Ages, it seems like, on the way. with Catalyst components in the inventory. Could be a dive in the bottom side. Xiaohu, no TP this time, just going to walk.
Yeah, Xiaohu's here ready to go.
Have fun, IG. And Kid is here to defend. Culling will get used. That will clear the minion wave. Mata eats the last few shots, but wave still coming. Xiaohu is going to retreat. And RNG gets some damage done to the tower and get a couple cooldowns out of Invictus.
Doesn't take long until a Corki pushes the wave to your turret, so of course Xiaohu does go back to his respective lane. I like the item build here out of Xiaohu as well. A lot more efficient with his items to match that of Corki's power spikes. Last time we saw this matchup from EasyHoon, he went Frost Queen's Claim with the Morellos and basically did no damage. So a lot better here from Xiaohu. I think they'll be able to adapt to this strength of Rookie a lot easier.
Yep, and Rookie is going to get blue buff. Actually, both mid laners will get them handed off to them at about this point. So second blue's now arriving. Xiaohu does get a bit of reprieve in the lane and apply some light turret pressure. This is such a funny matchup. It's just two Yordles trying to hit each other.
Yeah, basically. One of them has a lot more speed and mobility, whereas the other one uses their mobility to go at you. So still a dangerous game. Xiaohu flirts with getting out-traded the entire time. Has to actually play it impeccably.
And looking good so far. A little down in CS though as Mata going to join in just for a visit. Help the wave push in, take a creep. And RNG, it looks like they are going to converge on that dragon.
Yeah. I would like them to. It's not a big deal to take the dragon. It's just free objectives that Invictus Gaming
Good play from Xiaohu.
He's going to do it again.
Yeah. And Rookie's like, okay, I guess I'm just not going back then.
He wants his Trinity Force.
Yeah, it's a good spike for him. He's got a huge bank of gold actually stocked up there. See, 1,700 gold already there.
He really wants his Trinity Force.
Yeah. Xiaohu's like, nah, you stay here. It's fun in the lane. And Mata's even back just to keep him here. Oh, it's so annoying. They know they wants the back. It's actually really smart pressure from Royal. Although Xiaohu does miss that glitter lance, and now the response comes, but it's RNG. But MLXG takes a visit now.
No, this is still really good. If they can keep Rookie for another wave, he's not going to be able to recall get his items. They can still just take that free dragon whenever they'd want. But the middle lane turret is something that they would address. And now there's members of IG having to respond to just being here.
And now Rookie's like, come on, man, let me go back. He's starting to play really up on his face because he knows people are leaving. Kid's even in his back pocket now. I think Rookie is finally going to get the time off he needs to go back home and spend his money. He's pretty much got 2K at this point, all stocked up, as Looper is almost naturally taking that turret in top lane.
Yeah, the minions are starting to take it down for him just by pressuring Zatai. And constantly having a minion stack at the turret. Just chipping away, slowly but surely, and RNG. We're kind of just waiting for a moment now where can they break open this map effectively? The top lane turret, mid lane turret, and bottom are all standing as outers. And it just takes that one mistake from IG now to blow the game wide open. Or can IG actually look for their chance back in?
Well, they've got their Trinity Force, they've got their Essence Reaver, so first item's done on their mid and bot lane 80 carries. But it seems like the pressure is certainly there for Royal. They do still have the gold lead, don't forget, after some very nice early skirmishing, but haven't really seen some big convergence points here. Looks like Rift Herald might be the first one, but that's just going to be an easy handover to Looper by the looks of things.
Yeah, they're going to take down Herald. That's not really anything crazy gained from it. It's a bit of extra bonus money for their back pocket. And, you know, minion power. Shen's wave clear isn't always something that you would expect to be considered as a thing at all.
They're actually going to go for a gank here. Good blue trinket. Great W there from Looper. And MLXG will be able to follow in. Zatai is forced to use the flash to try and get away, but they might just go for the dive here. Looper is going to line it up. MLXG pouncing forward. Will flash for the auto. And a great gank there.
Effective work here from Looper in particular. Using that W. Blocks the taunt from Zatai. Forces a flash, and they still dive him as RNG, honestly. I'm just not seeing an answer here from Invictus Gaming. This will be the turret. And potentially even some damage on that mid one too.
Yeah, gold lead really starting to snowball now. Looks like Rookie was moving away to go back and do some shopping as Looper does take the first turret of the game, but RNG are 5,000 gold ahead already at 17 minutes into the game.
It almost feels organic as well. Like they're just finding people, they're just killing people. It feels too casual.
Yeah, and that's sort of been honestly true of Royal games in general. Whoa, Rookie goes in and there's an insta-TP in from Looper. Rookie now forced to flash out. Looper, they're going to slam him into the wall. Passive is there. Looper uses his ulti and that's going to be a kill easy onto the Corki. Now Zatai maybe getting chased down. RNG can't convert a second kill, but they will get the dragon.
RNG. I mean, what do you say? Looper, every single time we see him on the map, he's actually stunning people into walls. Never misses. that spell right now. It's 2 completed items compared to not even Boots 2 on Zatai. He can just run into the backline at 1v5.
Yep, got the gauntlet up as well, so a big power point for Poppy also, as he actually uses the Herald buff to shove in the mid-outer as well. In fact, even going to get some damage done here.
Done.
Oh, Kid.
Look at that damage.
He's getting absolutely massacred. Looper solos him.
That's just obnoxious. Looper right now on this Poppy.
5-0-3. There's one kill he hasn't been a part of, and that was Kid's great adventure in the early game that MLXG managed to
No one should have
handle
been a part of that kill.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, RNG, look, it's again, not entirely on the back of Looper, but he is a catalyst. Oh,
Looper just wants to
he'll fight them.
He absolutely will fight them. Woosh actually going to get the turret as a result. It's a good bottom pressure there from RNG. And once again, it does feel all too easy. Just the way they play. Everything is very meticulous, and they're intelligently aggressive.
Absolutely. Every single time we've seen them do something for a kill, it's been successful, and they've also not been able to be contested on it. So RNG across the board right now looking completely unstoppable. Even getting through this infamous Corki that we've seen so far from Rookie, making it look like nothing.
Yeah, Rookie, I mean, he's got great CS, he's had an okay lane, but a couple of sloppy rotations have got him killed. And sure, Corki's only going to get stronger with each and every item, but RNG are pretty much outpacing everyone at this point. 7,500 gold up already. We're not even 20 minutes into this game.
Invictus Gaming are looking for level 16 on Rookie and his second item to be completed. So that's a while to wait, to say the least. And really, until that point comes around, I don't know if they have an answer besides wave clearing and responding.
Well, on the other side, the problems seem to be mounting, like we mentioned. More specifically, Looper, 2.5 items there, with the Iceborne Gauntlet being the most important one, probably after Sunfire. Luden's Morello done for Xiaohu, so very aggressive wave clear style build. And then Rod of Ages done for MLXG, and 2 items done for Kalista. Looks like Void Staff might be the next one for MLXG, possibly Deathcap, but needless to say, RNG are very strong right now.
Yeah, they're strong. They're too far ahead. It's going to come down to desperation plays here from Invictus Gaming. It's hit that point in the game. They had that blue buff on Rookie. I don't know how much longer it'll have left, but Xiaohu's just collected his own. And they can honestly look to rotate around all 3 lanes of this map. Just control the minion wave, pressure IG out, and it starts with this.
Looper again, finds Zatai into the wall. Just a bit of harassment down there. Zatai can't even use the taunt because he knows the W's coming. Nearly also there. And RNG just going to move their way down to this bottom tier 2 and try and take it out. Although IG are rotating to defend.
Zatai's a tank. And he's at half health from a Poppy combo and a single spear from MLXG. I mean, I'm looking at Looper and it's like, keep in mind Poppy's build is pretty tanky.
Yep.
Why is he doing so much damage, Pastry Time?
Well, these are just Poppy things, it feels like. And Looper especially is shown to have quite the Poppy as Xiaohu. Well, actually getting aggressed on, but pops the shield. Rookie does Valkyrie aggressively forward. Woosh actually on the top side on Kalista, using that Ruinous to push out and surprise everyone. Looper's still on the bottom lane. Oh my god, he's going in for tower dive harass.
That's just silly.
It is a bit silly.
He out-traded Zatai under his own turret. Oh man. It's not even like, this game has no real crazy differences with farm. Mid lane is like the same discrepancy as the bottom lane difference, so everyone's okay with that. It's just his Poppy. Yep. He'll teleport in, he'll kill you.
Oh, Zatai, he just knows. He knows Looper's coming from. Actually, it looks like he has some money to spend, so Looper might hit the recall button and stop harassing Zatai for now, but looks like we are going to transition the vision and the pressure to this top half of the map for RNG and at least start setting up and baiting the Baron. 22 minutes in, pretty big lead. They could consider it in the next few minutes.
They absolutely could. Zatai doesn't have any items in comparison to Looper, and the big thing that I want to bring up about that is Looper just went back and bought a Kindle Gem. That was all he bought.
I think he upgraded boots too, but yeah, pretty much just the Kindle Gem.
But that means that they're looking to accelerate the pace of this game. They know they're ahead. They've well and truly recognized that fact. Baron's something that they can consider, and this is their moment, buying efficient items such as the Kindle Gem and upgrading Distortion as well to use your summoners, to use all of your spells as often as possible, and to consolidate that lead even further. They should look at the Baron.
Yeah, Woosh actually has QSS as well, and Abyssal just got completed for MLXG. So the logical choice, it seems, is Vision is set up pretty much perfectly around the objective. Teleports are up everywhere, so if they need to 1-3-1 to converge, they can. And now Rookie with the package, going to try and make something happen for his team. Does find a blue trinket, but maybe nothing else here.
Even Xiaohu just went back and didn't even upgrade his boots. Just went another needlessly large rod. They're looking for power points right now. We're waiting for RNG to pull the trigger. When are they going to execute and where?
Well, so bottom lane still Looper being a menace. 8,500 gold there for RNG. They've still continued to grow a gold lead, despite the fact that they've slowed down the pace of their pressure just a tad, which is very impressive. This kid has to be careful. Not really safe in the side of the jungle right now. And Xiaohu is going to return back with the Ludens and absolutely monster down these waves. Like you can see, don't last too long here.
Nope.
And it's just so much pressure across the lanes for RNG as, oh, here we go. Lupa chasing Zatai. He's going to find him. No, slam into the wall this time, but still happy to harass.
Well, unfortunately, no wall 2 this time. He's just looking for damage. If you can keep the Shen in this lane, threaten that he can't use his ultimate, can't use his teleport, then you can just look to harass these turrets.
He's actually starting to take them. Zhao, who does join him. And it's going to be a tier 2. The first one for RNG in this game. And that gold lead is getting very, very close to 10k up. As Marta does hit a hook. IG might look to go onto this. Marta, though, is going to use the ulti. A little too much damage. Stand United pops Rookie. Actually, it's the Lantern out of thing, but Looper just slams him away.
Oh
Great wild
God.
growth into the Poppy ulti for knock-up combo. And now Zatai chased down by the Poppy, who is unstoppable at this point. Kitties will fall to Woosh on the back end as he's trying to chase the Shen up from under the turret, but Looper gets a triple kill by slamming time into a wall.
This Poppy is disgusting right now. Invictus Gaming, they have no answer. Kitty's tried his absolute best to even get a single kill onto Marta, who they engaged on, and he doesn't go down. Lulu and Poppy teleport in with their teleports, of course, on the exact same ward, which is why it's deceptive.
And that's it. IG just tapped them out and surrender. They knew the game was pretty much done from that point, and RNG only needed one fight as Poppy and Looper once again dominate another Royal game.
I feel like Invictus Gaming said, we'll give it one more go.
Yep.
We'll give it one more fight, see how we do. They got absolutely decimated, and they just opted out of it because there's no point playing a game like that when you're that far behind. RNG, though, wow.
Lulu Poppy, man. That's dope. That was disgusting. Oh. Every time I see a Poppy ulti, I'm like, this ulti's silly. In fact, you know what? Let's just watch the highlights because that'll tell you the story of this game here. RNG, every fight was just immaculate. And Looper, he just did so much
Just
work.
watch the Poppy here. Like, goes straight in, picks up a kill, throws the Q down, then just ults them all up at the same time as the wild growth. They just get, like, super knocked up, basically. And Invictus Gaming, they just have to run away the entire time.
Yeah,
I mean, jeez.
Even this time just can't find the angle that he wants, gets slammed to the edge of the wall.
That's so much damage.
Looper gets the triple. And you can see the anti-carry element of Poppy there really showing off in that game. Even Lucian, with all his mobility, just can't get away.
Most other champions, when they're ahead, when they're a tank champion, they do damage, but not to that extent.
No.
They have crowd control, but not to that extent. Every single aspect of Poppy just seems to, like, when ahead, just seems to be above and beyond every other champion in the game right now.
And most importantly, RNG consistently get Poppy ahead.
Yeah, just don't give Looper Poppy.
Well, that could be a rule that we can develop for this split of the LPL, but we'll find out if they do ban it away in game number 2. Don't go too far. Game 2 between IG and Royals coming right up.